She heard about it, but she never believed it.
And how old were you at this time?
I was about 20.
Okay.
21. Because I went to jail when I was 23. Remember I told you?
Yeah.
I went to jail when I was 23, so I was 25.
What led you to prison?
Because the guy raped the kid. So I broke his neck with a baseball bat. I almost killed him. I almost had attempted murder. I had 22 caliber rifle, assault and battery, robbery, burglary, theft, conspiracy, and my brother was with me. So we both got sentenced the same thing, but my brother went upstate and I went to the county.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They got him out of there and I went to the county for a couple years.
How old were you when?
23.
23? And
23 and then 25 when I got out.
Okay.
And
Now
I
the
was
person
on probation.
that the individual raped, did you know them?
No, the rape, I didn't. Well, I knew the guy in my apartment building where my sister lived. My sister, you know, my sister Sharon, the one I told you came here for Christmas. Well, she turned me in. But I'm not mad at her today no more, you know what I mean? Like, it saved my life to put me in prison. Because she knew how bad my temper was. And she said, you could kill that guy. I could have killed him.
Now, what made you, what connection did you have that make you want to do that to him?
I was high.
Okay.
I was coked up. I was doing plates of coke in my sister's house. I was drinking. The guy downstairs, the one that raped the kid, we went downstairs, demolished his apartment. The only thing I didn't demolish is his TV. And we took the New Balance sneakers, and I went to jail with sneakers. And I got New Balance now. It's a trip, man. Yeah. But it makes me think back, like, wow, man, 23 fucking years ago. Yeah. Why'd that happen? Yeah. But it happened.
Now, when you were in your addiction, how did you support your addiction?
I was working.
Okay.
I worked different odd jobs. So I became a roofer years later. Okay. So I got married to my first wife. I was in Local 30 roofing. I worked there for like 5 years. What happened, I got sick. My health, you know what I mean? And not doing drugs anymore, working out and trying to get myself together, you know what I mean? I stayed sober 10 years. That was the longest I ever stayed sober. Wow. That was my first time.
What made you relapse?
People. Aggravated. My wife. My first wife, you know. She was talking to this guy, and this guy, I heard he raped my daughter, so I went after him. You know, me and my buddy, I had my own car, and I went after him, and I snatched him out of the car, and I started beating the shit out of him. And my ex-wife's like, stop, what are you doing? She said, this ain't you. Yeah. But I was all coked up. I didn't know what I was doing. Well, I knew what I was doing, I was coked up. Yeah. But I was angry because he tried to rape my daughter. Yeah. You put your hands on my fucking daughter, you're going to get killed. Yeah. That's my kid. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And how long, after that relapse, how long were you in active addiction for?
I got sober over 4.5 years ago. So I've been sober since 97. Okay. I mean 07, not 97, 07. 07 of August. So I was out there for at least probably like another 10 years. Okay. Before I got sober, I lost my daughter. You know, I still have a heartache. Joe knows all about that. When I lost my daughter, Joe was my roommate.
She passed away?
No.
Just lost.
She's not talking to me.
Your relationship with her?
Yeah, it's been like now it's going on 3 years. I'm sober over 4.5 years. And now she doesn't want nothing to do with me. And it bothers me because I can't even say hi to her, hello. I try to make amends to my ex, my daughter's mother. She called me an idiot, and I flipped the fuck out. And I was like, you know, who the fuck you calling an idiot? You can't even fucking stay sober yourself. Yeah. So why you call me an idiot? No. You know what I mean? So I let it go, and I deleted off my Facebook.
Okay. Now, your relationship with your daughter, is that a result from your drug use? That
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay.
Because now she's not talking to me. She was talking to me my first year, Joe. So I was going up there when I was in the prep house. I was going to see my daughter and spending time with her and stuff like that my first year. And after that, she hasn't talked to me. You know, like, I don't know what happened. She had to go to the dentist at one time, I remember. That was the last time we stopped talking. I got to know my grandkids. You know what I mean? And, like, now, like, Christmas just passed again, you know, another year. I couldn't get them nothing for Christmas, you know what I mean? I could have, if I would have seen them.
Yeah.
But she won't let me. She said, you know, they're not your grandkids no more. They're nothing to you, you know what I mean? And, like, that hurt me.
Okay.
So at least I didn't go back getting high again, you know? And
How many grandchildren?
Because that would never work.
How many grandchildren do you have?
I had 3 grandkids.
Okay.
I have Emily, who I have tattoo in back of my neck. Her name is Emily. She's like 8 years old. I got Eric. Eric is what is it they call that thing for like people are not retarded? It's
autism.
Who?
Autistic.
Autism. Yeah, he has autism. He's 5 years old, and Brianna, my little one, she's like 3 or 4. You know what I mean? And she grew up, and I can't believe. After that, she was walking, and I couldn't see her walk. You know, the only thing I could see her walk is on Facebook.
Now, what keeps you sober now?
I have a sponsor. I had a lot of anger towards my sponsor. You know what I mean? Like, you know, things like between us, things between me. Like, I was in a recovery. I wasn't in a recovery house. I was in the sober house before this, and a guy got in my face, and I knocked him out. You know what I mean? And because he thought he was ruling everything, and he wasn't. You know what I mean? And after I left, you know, I left there, and I went down to Stones, and I slept in a car in the truck. You know, the white truck there. I was sleeping in that white truck there, you know, for like the weekend. And then he came back down there looking for me, and he gave me the money, and I moved in here with Jason. And I gave Jason the money, you know, the first money I had.
Yeah.
And I moved in here, and I've been here ever since. You know what I mean?
How do you like it here? You think it's...
It's alright. Sometimes I feel it's boring, you know what I mean? Because I can't work no more. I'm bored because I can't talk to my daughter. I'm always on Facebook.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And some people, I don't like talking to people, you know, like some people. Yeah. Murdoch, I did call my doctors back. I have a lot of doctor's problems. I started slacking on that, you know what I mean? I had surgery last year on my nose. And I had surgery back in December last year when I was at Chippendale.
Is that a result from the drug use?
That was part of that, but also some girl, she blew my face up. I had oxygen on my face. I was wearing oxygen when I was in Florida, so I didn't tell you all about that. I went to Florida, and I lived in Florida like 4 or 5 times. And the girl that I was down in West Palm, I had oxygen on my face. I never thought I would ever go back on oxygen again. I was. You know what I mean? It's because of my COPD. I have COPD and emphysema. That's why I don't smoke cigarettes. You know, and so she lit the cigarette up, and it blew my whole face up. It blew my face 3rd degree. Wow. So I had to go to the hospital, you know, like I pissed myself and everything and all, you know, and but I wasn't sober then. I should have been sober. Okay. But I pissed myself and everything, and, you know, that's why I have COPD, you know what I mean? I had it for years, since 1993. And I had diabetes. That's what I had now. Okay. You see this chain that I wear. It's for my diabetes, but sometimes I follow it, sometimes I don't follow it, you know what I mean? You know, I'm still an addict, you know what I mean? Sometimes I want to do things my way, and then, you know, I pay for it in the long run. Or if I don't do it that way, then I do it the right way. But I ain't been doing it the right way, you know, lately, you know, and I'm going to hear it tomorrow, my doctors, when I go to my endocrinologist. Mm-hmm. And, you know, it's going to show on my test, you know what I mean, the numbers. You know, because last time she bumped me up to 70, you know, for my insulin, for nighttime, because I had to take insulin. Mm. And I'm supposed to take insulin 3 times a day, but I had no insulin left. I have a little bit left for tomorrow, you know what I mean? So I go to see her, and then hopefully I'll see she gives me some samples. If she don't have it, then I gotta wait until casting, you know, like the 8th this week.
What advice would you give to somebody who's struggling with addiction?
I would tell them, you know, try to give yourself a chance. You know what I mean? Like I did myself, you know, like they gave me a lot of chances. I had a lot of people in the past, Life or Death and stuff like that. I don't know if you ever heard of them. Life or Death used to be up there at, what the hell is it? Not Linden Ave. Shit. Where the gun shops used to be, but they moved now. They're up there on, what's that road up there, Joey? Life or Death? Academy Road, yeah. Okay. I haven't been up there in a while, but I used to go there all the time. Me and my friend that passed away. He died, you know, and you know, I wish he would have learned his lesson, you know what I mean? Because he died smoking, and he died of COPD, congested heart failure. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I still miss him. Sometimes I just try to talk to him, you know what I mean? Like when nobody's around, I try to talk to him and, you know, let him know how I'm doing. You know, he'd be proud of me that I made it this far. Yeah. Because he died, he had like 13 years sober. So he died sober, no matter what. He still died sober. Yep. You know what I mean? And he was like my best friend. You know what I mean? And now his sister, she helps me out, you know what I mean? And that's why I have to worry about waiting for her. Yeah. So I go to the pharmacy, then I get my medicine. I already called it in, but I don't have the money to get my medicine, so I have to wait until, you know, like, Thursday or Friday. Yeah. So, well, I just got to hang in there.
Yep, absolutely. I thank you very much for sharing your story. And, you know, health-wise, make sure you keep that stuff in check. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And be on top of your P's and Q's. You know, you want to live as long as you can, brother. But
I'm trying, man.
Yep. I thank you very much for sharing your story, and I hope everything continues to get better for you, brother.
Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you. I appreciate
Your
you.
turn, Joey.